Border Patrol Commander at Large at Customs and Border Protection, and Bernie Flowers is former DHS senior advisor under Alejandro Mayorkas and a Maryland congressional candidate. Gentlemen, great to have you. Starting with you, Gregory, how should the Trump administration go about dealing with these Haitian migrants? Because this is a major problem, as Jason Jones, he just pointed out.
Sure. Well, thanks for having me. It's great to see you.
You too.
They need to go at it as hard as they possibly can immediately. Now, what they want to do is create those self-deportations, create that self-deportation way of doing things, because there's 350,000 of those Haitians that came in under TPS. Let's self-deport 350,000 if we can. The ones that don't want to self-deport, it's time to put handcuffs on them. And most importantly, conspicuously, put that out in social media so that everyone knows that the enforcement arm of DHS, those ICE Border Patrol agents, are going after those Haitian illegal aliens.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because the response to this article from the DHS was calling TPS a de facto amnesty program, and the actual direct quote from DHS was, what we would say now is it's closing time, which means you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, which is a play off the song. Also saying the good news is it's not too late to get a $2,600 check and a flight home. Bernie, is this the right message to send? Basically promoting that, hey, there's incentive to go home on your own. Do you think it would be effective when it comes to these TPS candidates that are here?
First of all, Ike and Krisha, thank you for having me. And, this is a tough one here because, as the gentleman mentioned earlier, who made the decision to bring all those people here? At last count, we've got, through this TPS program, not just the Haitians, but there's well over, as I remember, about 1.2 million people that are here from various countries, and they were all brought in here together at the same time. Now think about this. A lot of these people don't share our culture. Specifically, we're talking about the Haitians. If you notice in the news, you guys are in this business, you don't ever hear anything about Haiti. I can tell you there's chaos going on right there. No, they don't want to go back, but on the other hand, what do they bring to the American economy? What do they bring to the American way of life? A lot of them don't necessarily want to be Americans, and Americans should not have to deal with, the problems that they're bringing. So, we got to get those folks out of here.
Well, several of the progressive candidates who have recently won, Democrat candidates, that is, they have called on ICE to be abolished, and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries was asked about that, and he says they aren't talking about that. Let's listen.
Things that some of those who are winning their primaries and will likely be in office want to know is if you are going to agree to hold votes on abolishing ICE, opening borders, things of that nature. Will you?
Well, I've spoken to several of the incoming members of Congress across the ideological spectrum. Not a single person has raised those issues.
Not a single person, Gregory. I was looking into it. I mean, AOC, Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, they're all talking about it, as well as these new Democrat candidates who are espousing the beliefs of the DSA.
Exactly. Hakeem's waffling here. It's pretty evident he's waffling big time. But what they're doing, what they plan to do is exactly what they did under Biden. They're not going to talk about it, but they've already got their plan ready to go.
Right.
That includes abolishing ICE and importing millions more illegal aliens into the United States. The fact they don't want to talk about it now is the major red flag.
All right. Unfortunately, we have to leave the conversation there. Greg Bavino and Bernie Flowers, thank you guys.
Thanks for having us.